Look at your cucumber beds. You think you are doing everything right, but I promise you, in exactly 1 month, your plants will turn into yellow, dried-up corpses. You are literally burying your harvest alive with your own 2 hands. You dig a hole, throw in the seedling, and wait for a miracle. There will be no miracle. The absolute biggest mistake gardeners make right now, at the start of the season, is poisoning the planting hole. Yes, poisoning. Store-bought chemical fertilizers are garbage. Sellers want you to fail so you keep coming back to buy more of their overpriced, toxic sludge. Throw away that poison right now. When you dump synthetic nitrogen and raw manure into the planting hole, you are creating a literal furnace. Those chemicals burn the delicate, shallow roots of the cucumber. The plant goes into shock, stops growing, and opens the door for every disease in the dirt. Stop being naive. Your raw manure isn't feeding the plant. It's breeding deadly fungal diseases. Root rot is already waiting to devour your seedlings. Here is the brutal biological truth. Cucumbers have an incredibly weak, superficial root system. They don't dig deep. They spread wide just under the surface. When you put aggressive chemical salts in that shallow zone, the root hairs physically cannot absorb water. The salts lock the moisture away. Your soil becomes a desert, even if you water it every single day. The plant dehydrates, drops its ovaries, and gives you crooked, bitter freaks instead of normal cucumbers. And then there are the pests. Wireworms and nematodes thrive in the rotting, chemically unbalanced mess you've created in the planting hole. If you want to harvest buckets of sweet, crunchy cucumbers until the first autumn frosts, you need to change your strategy completely. Today, I am going to give you the ultimate, hardcore recipe for the planting hole. It costs pennies, but it works 100 times better than any store-bought garbage. Listen to me closely and memorize this. We are going to use a 3-component organic shield that feeds, protects, and stimulates explosive growth. Ingredient number 1, wood ash. Not coal ash, not trash ash, pure sifted wood ash. Potassium is what makes your cucumbers grow rapidly and stay incredibly crunchy. Without it, you get empty, hollow, tasteless water sacks. Ash also acts as a powerful deoxidizer. Cucumbers absolutely hate acidic soil. Acidic soil is a death sentence for their roots. Ingredient number 2, onion skins. Don't you dare throw them in the trash. They contain highly active phytoncides. Phytoncides are nature's ruthless killers of pathogenic bacteria and fungi. They will sterilize the hole and murder root rot before it even touches your plant. When onion skins decompose, they release a slow, steady stream of organic nutrients that the cucumber roots will drink up effortlessly. Ingredient number 3, crushed eggshells. But wait, do not throw whole halves into the ground. That is a lazy mistake. You must crush them into a coarse powder. Whole shells take years to decompose. The roots need the calcium now, not in a decade. Calcium builds strong cellular walls. It makes the cucumber vine thick, powerful, and resistant to sudden temperature drops and cold nights. Moreover, the sharp, jagged edges of the crushed shells act as a physical barrier. Snails and slugs will slice their bellies open if they try to cross it. Now, here is exactly how you apply this. Do not skip a single step, or you will ruin the whole process. Dig a hole about 15 centimeters deep, no deeper. Remember what I told you about shallow roots? Don't bury the plants in a trench. Take 1 generous handful of our dry mixture, 1 handful per hole. Drop it straight into the bottom. Now, the crucial step. You must mix it with the earth at the bottom of the hole. Never let the bare seedling roots touch pure ash. Pure ash will cause a chemical burn. Mix it until it looks like a homogeneous, nutrient-rich dirt cushion for your plant. Next, pour exactly 1 liter of warm water into the hole. Not cold water from the hose. Cold water shocks cucumbers and causes immediate root death. Wait for the water to completely absorb into the soil. You are creating a warm, damp, heavily nutritious mud bath. Take your seedling out of its pot carefully. Do not damage the root ball. I repeat, do not tear the roots apart. Place the root ball gently into the mud. Do not press it down hard. You are not compacting concrete. You are planting a living thing. Cover the sides with dry soil. Do not bury the stem higher than it was in the pot. Stem rot will kill it if you bury it too deep. Mulch the top layer immediately. Use dried grass or straw. If you leave the soil bare, the sun will bake it into a hard, suffocating crust. A hard soil crust cuts off oxygen. Without oxygen, the roots suffocate, and your plant stops growing entirely. Mulch is non-negotiable. What happens next is pure biological magic. The onion skins immediately release phytoncides, creating an invisible, sterile force field around the roots. The ash begins to feed the plant instantly. Potassium floods into the root system, triggering aggressive, unstoppable leaf and vine growth. The calcium from the eggshells fortifies the cellular structure. Your vines will become thick as ropes, holding massive clusters of heavy fruit. Within a week, you will see a massive difference. While your neighbor's chemically burned plants are turning yellow, yours will be dark, vivid green. And when the flowering starts, get ready. You won't see barren, empty flowers. Every single blossom will turn into a crisp, juicy cucumber. You will be harvesting buckets of cucumbers every 2 days. You won't know what to do with them all. You'll be begging your neighbors to take them. This method protects them from diseases right up until the autumn frost. No midsummer yellowing, no sudden wilting, no root rot. This is the hardcore truth they don't print on fertilizer bags. Nature already gave you the perfect tools. Stop wasting money and killing your garden. Do exactly as I said, and your harvest will be legendary. Ignore it, and you'll be eating plastic, tasteless, store-bought cucumbers all winter. Hit the subscribe button right now if you want real, aggressive gardening truths that actually yield results. Get to work and save your harvest.